Well, hello, good afternoon, good morning. I don't know, is there anybody I need to say good evening to in here yet? Glad you're here. And taking a deep breath for a second. Let's say hello to some people. Backroads Nomad, thank you for coming. The thumbnail's getting better. Good, good. I thought about you and Aaron when I was making that thumbnail, and I thought, what would they say? Dee Derringer, hello to you. Glad you're here. Nomadic Rep Pack, hello TJ Raid, thank you. I was over there for the morning. I didn't always participate, but I was there supporting her. I really do love Sonia. Sonia is I love her personality. I love her personality so much. It's fun. She's a fun person. And some of us are not always fun, but Sonia's a fun lady. Chasing America, thank you for coming over from that. Lucky Dog Productions moderator, hello Lucretia Richard and Burn Up the Rose. I wanted to pop in and say hi and give you a thumbs up. I have to moderate for RV Underway, so I'll be over there. Catch you later. I forgot your. So I'm trying to get the Sunday thing scheduled down correctly. Today, we have to go into town. And I'll tell you some things that have been happening here in a few minutes. We have to go into town, and I wanted to get back here before it's dark because I have backed this baby in with Richard's help twice in the dark. I am not a fan of backing up in the dark when I can't see behind me. Even though somebody's back there saying, come on, come on. I'm like, this is not normal. It's not right. And I think that's part of why I did this at 1 o'clock instead of 2. Kaylee, of course. Hello, dear. How are you, sweetheart? Thank you for the good morning Sunday. And you want to peep your head around here, Mr. Richard?
Yeah.
He's been out chopping some firewood.
Chop, chop.
Chop, chop. Say hi.
Hi, everybody.
Oh, he's so fun. All right. And now we have Naj. Hello, Naj. Thank you for coming over. Very, very happy for that. Nomadic Rat Pack. Hello. Troy got a few messages from us yesterday and a phone call. We didn't know. I think some of you are gonna get some good laughs out of people taking an RV out that knew nothing about it. And thank you, God, for people like Troy and everybody. It was a little embarrassing, to be honest with you, but that's life. That is life. All right. Chasing America, thank you for coming. Glad you are here. Let's see who else. Dale Bruce. Thank you, Dale, for coming. I appreciate it. Bernie Ferry Dest Pina. And I'm very glad you're here. I always get great feedback from you. And I'm going to reach over. See, my kitchen is right next to where I'm sitting. I'm going to grab my hot water that I just dripped and pour it in this plastic cup because we forgot coffee cups. I do have my metal one over there I could be using. That's true. I know somebody's probably thinking, why isn't she using her regular coffee cup? But we forgot coffee cups. We actually forgot a lot of things. I'm gonna let that cool off now. Our Fatima Jeffrey, thank you for coming. Glad you're here. And there you are. And before we get started, let me say again, thank you for coming. This has been a really interesting week. We've been here. Tomorrow will be 5 days, and we are going home tomorrow, if we can. And that's what I'm going to talk to you guys about and let you know what's going on. No, not at all, Troy. That's a fact. You are very, very helpful. You're very helpful. And I send a text and I get something right back. And by the way, the things I've asked Troy are what I've heard when I've done the research myself. I'm glad you are here. Vanderella Kelly, hi. Say thank you for coming in. I'm glad you're here. Camping Therapy. Hello, Doreen. All right, so let's, and so the other thing is, if you would so remember to do the thumbs up, and if you can remember to, if you want to share us out to your social media, whether it be your community page or your Facebook page or whatever, let people know we're here and that we are going to help. Before I get started, it's been a really sorry for that. We may have a little bit of difficulty. Hello, Butch, and where'd you go? Butch and Lucy's Life in the USA. Thank you. And then I think that's all. Jim Foster. Yep. All right. So what I was going to, so it's been a really interesting, tomorrow will be 5 days. We've been here 4 days. We have stayed in the same place. We're in Florence, Oregon on the coast, and we had a hellacious storm last night. I put a clip of the sound on my community page, and I don't know if you got that. Could you just put a yes, just a yes or a Y? Well, thank you, sweetheart, very much for that super sticker. That is deeply appreciated. It really is deeply appreciated. Freezing and buffering. I know, I can see it.
I can't do anything on here. It won't give me a live chat.
Some too, Kaylee. So yes, so Bernie, you got it. I was just curious how many people it went out to, because it did a nice sound clip. If you turned it on and turned it up, it was exactly as loud as I had was recording it. And it was scary at one point because there was a loud thump on our roof, and we are amongst huge, hello, Priscilla, that's my little sister, and Traveling Nate Dog, thank you for coming. Thank you, thank you. And we're amongst very large trees, and there's a ton of trees around here. Beautiful green Oregon. Okay, we're in beautiful green Oregon, and so we heard a loud thump on the roof. And my little sister Priscilla has been concerned, and she's been giving me up to the minute updates of the weather coming to our coast, and which I get the same updates. So I do know that we were going to have a storm, and no, I wasn't going to be home because of it. I was here because of it. Okay, I came here intentionally because I knew we were going to have a storm, and I happen to love storms. I even cranked my window open by where I sleep. I cranked it open so I could hear it really well. So that is, I loved that. We have forgot a lot of things. We're making a list and checking it twice because, you know, we didn't know what we're doing. Bottom line. All right. So now to Nomadic Rat Pack. Well, thank you. That's not necessary. It's sweet to see. I'll tell you, I'm not ever going to lie to you people. It's sweet to see. And you know why? Because it's one of the ways it says that people like us, and it matters to me. And it doesn't matter more than anybody else, you know. It's just that it's a tangible way of sitting in the stream. That brings me to tears because we're almost at 20,000 views, and I am, thank you very much, Backroads. Thank you. Thank you. I am always amazed when I look at that and I see it. I thought I got that clicked off. Well, goodness sakes. There we go. Richard, I can fix that for you. So when people show up, and when I the wrong one, sweetheart, it's right there.
That's it.
There you go.
I knew there was something wrong with my phone.
Yes. Oh, Jim Foster, thank you so much. Thank you. I don't even know, what to say other than thank you. And so anyways, I was looking at that and it just impacted me last night when I was looking at that, and I saw like it's close to 20,000, 19,000 and some views of stuff that we've said and done and shown you guys. And that really is very cool, and it's heartwarming at a deep level for me. I'm a very emotionally driven person. Jim, thank you. I don't know if I already said thank you for this, but thank you so much. And Vanderella, where did you go? Vanderella, Kelly, you thank you very much. And so anyways, we didn't know what we were doing.
Patty cake, thank you.
Oh, gone boondocking. Thank you, David. Thank you so much, sweetheart. That's so nice. You guys are just being super kind, and again, this is amazing. It really is. It really is. I'm just being honest. Kaylee, you guys are so sweet and kind. And there is where did she go? I know there's one more person. Where did it go? I know I'm missing somebody. I'll see you in a minute somewhere. Cynthia Pollock. Yeah. Cynthia, thank you. Glad you're here. So we didn't know what we were doing when we came out on this little trip. And left a bunch of stuff at home, including Richard's clothes. He's been in the same pair of pants since Thursday. We would have gone yesterday and bought him another pair of pants, except for
we're roughing it.
We're roughing it. We're roughing it. There it is. There she was. We're roughing it. And so anyways, what happened, so to get on with the story, Bama Rush, thank you for coming, Anthony. So we, as most all of you know, 24-foot Class C, and getting used to the whole maneuvering inside with people and a beagle. And by the way, she's pretty demanding herself. And so, getting used to that is one thing. And that's going okay. But I won't lie and say I love it. I don't. So one of the things on this shakedown trip is figuring out what we like and what we don't like, and how we might improve things just through things we bring with us. And then eventually I really want a pop-up. What is it called, Richard? Oh, what's that called?
Clam.
A clam. Want a small clam, just so we have a second room. That would help, besides getting a different rig, which is not in the cards. And besides, we got some yeah, we did take time picking it. So anyways, yeah, so that would be one thing we know that will be helpful, is to have a second, room, which is a clam, and using that. So that is something that we have to pay attention to, is how to make things better for us, because eventually, Priscilla, I'm not doing it tomorrow, but eventually we will be more full-time. I don't know that we'll ever be 100% full-time, but we'll be more full-time because we want to go see the country, and it takes time. And we may even want to do some work camping. Who knows? Lucretia, let's see. Lucretia, we can forgive everything forgotten on your first trip out except the coffee cups. That is unforgivable. Okay, you're right. And look what we're using as a coffee cups. These they're plastic material, and it's very warm from here down, so I have to let it cool off. So anyways, we forgot some things, and that's all right. So I forgot, what was it? I forgot. Oh, I forgot my shampoo, conditioner stuff. Forgot all that. But I have enough underwear to last until the next millennium. So just saying. So anyways, we had to go get some hair, some shampoo. He discovered pandemic stopped them from going forward. Oh, wow. And so that's been some of the things that we have. Go to the camp store and get some mugs with the campground logo as a memory of your first trip in the RV. I don't know if that camp store is open. Richard did get some wood today, but I don't think the store is open.
4 pieces for $7.
4 pieces for $7, but Richard got it for free because he had to wait for so long. Evans Family Homestead, welcome. Welcome. Glad you're here. So moving forward, what happened is a couple of days ago, we were out and about. Rachel's Adventures. Are you Rachel Loves Disney by any chance with a different name? And so we were out and about a couple of days ago and my brake light came on. And the brake light came on.
Idiot light.
Idiot light. It's the word brake is right here and then above it. And that came on red. And right above it was a red P and the I. So there's a little, capital I and a capital P. And they were both red as well. And of course, that was New Year's Day. Nothing was open. Jim Foster, just wrap paper towel around the coffee place, grab a few the cardboard cup covers in case of emergency. Oh, that is so smart, Jim. Remember to write. I want to show Bernie this. So Bernie,
Camping therapy.
We've got a list going.
Are you using this one?
No. So anyways, we are doing that. So anyways, our brake light did not go off. It came on and then I thought maybe I had left the brake, the parking brake on, and I checked and no, it was not on. And I panic stricken. I mean, I take driving this with a great amount of responsibility. It scares me to know that I have the ability to cause a really bad accident in something like, this is big and there's a lot of weight. And so I got panicky. We did make it back. We just babied it. But where we're staying, we're on top of a hill. We're at the very top of this particular park. Right across from the bathroom. It's actually a park. And so we got back here, but it was dark. It was dark and I had to back up. So we got a hold of Troy the next day, or maybe it was that night. I messaged Troy and I said, what's going on here? And so Troy recommended, hello, Sonia. Hey to you. Thank you for coming. So Troy, I had actually been online reading about it, and it was pouring down rain, of course. It sucked. This all happened in a sucky way. And so I was reading about it, and then I talked to Troy the next day, and he told me to do, or told Richard to do exactly what the book. Hello, Traveling Granny. Hello, Traveling Granny. Thank you. Thank you for coming. And so he talked us through it, and we then, just a moment. So sorry. He thought it might be, and Richard did too, and the book thought it might be low on brake fluid. So we got a hold of, what is it, Richard? What service did we use? Instacart. Instacart brought us brake fluid. I mean, if you pay people to do things, they'll do it. And $2 tip on there is all, that's what it was. So brake fluid, and he needed channel locks for something else. And so, and the other thing we forgot, which is important, as I now know, and will never happen, is a level. because we're not level in the back. Just tilt it a little bit. And by the way, we're up on those things, those blocks.
You could fix it. My back hurts.
We got the oil put in there, and the brake fluid, brake fluid put in there, and it appears to be fine. So we do have an appointment tomorrow at 10 a.m. at Les Schwab to take a look at the brakes and see if there's something, but I don't believe they could work on them. He did not sound like they were the people who would be able to fix that. If there is, he can tell us if there is, but I don't think he can fix it. So anyways, that's, and today after we're going to go and pick up some dog food. I mean, we could have it delivered, but we want to go do, we want to go out of here a little bit. So we're feeling trapped and want to do something. So that's what's going on. And I have to drive. We're driving back tomorrow. I have a doctor's appointment on Tuesday. And thank you so much, 31 in the house. That's really cool. Thank you guys for sharing it out if you did. I very much appreciate it. And so we're going to be driving back tomorrow. And I didn't want to drive back tomorrow if I didn't feel like, I won't drive back tomorrow if I don't feel like my brakes are good. I mean, there's no appointment so important I cannot put off until I live through getting home and don't kill anybody else. Feeling of there wasn't quite enough brake. So what I did is I shifted down.
There wasn't any.
There was some braking.
No.
There wasn't?
No, I pushed the pedal. It felt like they were gone.
How did I stop?
Well, you must have had the back brakes working a little bit.
Okay, well.
There wasn't any front working, that's for sure.
So that's the issue right there. So anyways, we're going tomorrow to Les Schwab, have them take a look at it and see what's up. Les Schwab, what are we gonna do? But I'm feeling fluid stays in. I think that's a good sign. But we will still have, I still want to know if we need brakes, at what level they are.
Oh,
and yes,
Backroad No Man's wants to know if we need help with brakes.
Okay, I'll let you know.
Talk to him. I didn't talk to him. I talked to you.
Yeah.
Just now.
I know. So,
Backroad No Man.
Yes, Backroads. We will let you know if we need help with brakes. I don't know.
He did a video about it.
Okay, you did a video. So I know, do not have the kind of jack we would need for this. I mean, I'm pretty sure we don't. And as a matter of fact, we found out that that RVs don't come with jacks because there's kind of an assumption you will not be the one changing out Rideshare Road Warrior. I have seen you before. Rideshare Road Warrior. Yep, blue hat. Are you also? I also know you by another name. Rick. Oh gosh. I know you by another name too. So anyways, that's what we're dealing with now. And it's, it's all right. We did not obviously do a good job in making sure that the vehicle was in perfect running order. Seriously. Again, lesson learned. We will never leave again on a trip. John, I've never met you, John. John Reifensnyder. How are you today, Paula? Where's Paula? Paula, are you in here? Welcome, John. Glad you're here. And so we are going to be dealing with that. Everything else seems to be working really well. So just to walk you through, checking out all of the different elements of the RV was one of them is the bathroom. So the bathroom is not a large bathroom. It's an accommodating bathroom. And so Van Vita, well, hello, Paula. Thank you for coming. Thank you. Thank you. And you looked beautiful yesterday in your live stream. I'm kind of glad I didn't get up there because I looked like crud and I looked like crud. Hold on. I got to take a drink. So the shower, Richard went to take a shower and he got all ready. completely stripped stark naked, going for the shower. He gets in there and he wants to know where the hot water is. I say, I didn't know we had hot water because I'm the one doing the dishes and I never, and that's because he does all of the other stuff, guys. Richard has worked his butt off on this RV and in the rain, and dark and rain, and not knowing what he's doing in rain and darkness. All right. So he has jumped right in and done what he needed to do. So I've been doing the dishes. I don't know why I didn't address that with him. Into the shower. And so Full-Time Dream, thank you for coming over. I'm very happy you're here. Full-Time Dream. You know, it is a full-time dream for me, but you know, I don't know. So he got his clothes back on.
Yeah, gone moved down to bird.
I felt so bad. I
Oh,
felt so
no.
bad. And then there was a time when Nomadic Rat Pack saved our bacon. Lucretia, I think the coffee cups to remember the first trip from Florence is a great idea that somebody mentioned, maybe some from Old Town. Yeah, that would be kind of fun. I'm lurking in the background. I hear you, Paula. That's what I do a lot of. I had to do that with Sonia today.
Did
Wandering Gypsy Van or Kathy? Hi, Kathy.
did
Thank you for coming. Very happy you're here.
did somebody have a birthday?
Did someone have a birthday that I missed? So he got dressed, and Troy told us that, like, he explained where the switch was for the hot water, and it was right there. And but he said if your tank is not full or have water in it, you could explode your tank, and it is about a $400 to $500 mistake. Now, I don't want a $400 to $500 mistake, people, because we've been lied to by the lady but there's more integral things that have went wrong with this than what they were upfront with us about, and they had just used it. I don't believe them. So that's okay. I still love it. I still think it's a great RV, but it would have been nice to know. So Richard gets up, goes out, and turns on lights, the pilot light. Is that right, Richard?
Yes. I had to light it. I lit the pilot.
Would you put this over there?
And it lit.
What is if I scoot over? We're going to make an adjustment here.
Oh. It's okay, stay there.
I've got, I don't know. I've got stuff in my way at my feet level.
Forget it. No, it's okay. My leg hurts.
Just sit right here for a few minutes. And you can talk too.
I can talk anyway.
Yes. I have to really adjust here. I've got stuff under the table right where my leg is at.
How's this? Is that better? Did everybody see me?
He is a fun time, this one. So anyways, it's been a challenge, a little bit of a challenge off and on, and that's all right. I think things we would do different is ask people. Be sure you know about a water heater. Be sure you know it has to be lit. Okay? Thank you, Troy.
Got it. I do. I think the guy that did the refrigerator,
Whoops,
charged me $250 to go through everything. I think I asked him about the water heater, and I think he showed me. I just forgot that he showed me.
Because I found that when there's
a bad memory,
he has he had a head injury, and so he has a bad memory. So anyways, it's going okay. It's going very well. The dog is not excited about RVing.
I see you too, Kaylee.
Patty Cake is not excited about RVing. He is used to being able to come and go out the back door at will. And it's all right, Patty. She's coughing. She does this little cough once in a while. Hello, Kenneth. Thank you for coming, Kenneth. Much appreciated. I can't believe you're even awake after some late nights you've had in the last week. So Traveling Granny loves your hat.
The better. Thank you, Traveling Granny. I like it. I don't love it, but I like it too.
He likes it too. Yeah.
Oh, that's my head. Oh, this is my hat.
That's your hat, honey. And so it's all of the systems work. I'll tell you, the hot water works. That hot water heater is a hot water heater. You have to be careful or you scald your hands. It's really very powerful. And what was the other thing?
Oh, hi, Kenneth Oaks.
What was the other thing, Richard, about the sink, about water pressure or something? And then you went and did something. You turned something on and there was water pressure.
Oh, I didn't have the faucet all the way on. I pulled up the handle, but I didn't pull all the way up. I didn't, and first time I ever pulled one of them. So I didn't know it went up further.
So we didn't have good water pressure for a while, and it was because he didn't know. You know, he didn't know, and you don't know what you don't know. So
adjust the temperature on the water heater.
Yeah.
Lucretia, your hot water heater should all be automatic. If you have the light, the pilot, that means somebody switched it out with a cheaper model than it should have had.
What? Troy? Backroads? Yeah, you had to light a pilot light, right, Richard?
Yeah, I had to light the pilot light.
And we had to wait for the hot water to become hot water. Priscilla, what's Priscilla saying?
So you can adjust the temperature on a hot water heater.
Priscilla Hughes. This is my little sister. Oh my God, it's Sunday. Lucretia, did you get Dad's? No.
For today's paper.
Today is Sunday. Yes, Priscilla. I left a message on Wednesday and I did not hear back. And so Thursday I called and they said that believe the person responsible for that was off for the holiday. So they have all the information and I will talk to them on Monday. There's no holidays coming up. There's no excuse for them to not call me back. But if I don't hear from them, I will call them. Our dad's obituary was supposed to be in today's paper. He died April 5th. Priscilla? April 5th or April 17th? Yeah, April 5th, 10:07 a.m. And we've waited because we wanted to have a memorial for him, which we've never been able to have. And because of our friendly sea problem in this country. And, you know, it's really extremely terrifying for people who have underlying conditions. And I understand that.
You can get a regulator for the water hookup.
So, Vanderbilt, you can get adjust your water temperature.
We'll look into it, Backroads.
Thank you, both of you, Kelly and Backroads. We're in a beautiful site.
Who's Kelly?
Kelly is Vanderilla.
Oh.
I'll show you out our window here on the side. Now there is, but
should all be on that. Nomadic Raptech said that.
Yeah.
It wasn't Backroads.
Okay, Nomadic said that. So, just had a panic attack thinking I was going to miss it. No, you're not going to miss it, Priscilla. I promise. I sent them the information and called and left a message and I didn't hear back. So I called on Thursday and I was going to tell you, I think I told Nancy what happened. I could be wrong. And maybe I didn't tell Nancy. So we're just trying to figure out how it works, what might need adjusting.
Tankless, when we can do it. If we ever live that long to save that much money.
How much is tank? What did you say? Tankless?
Somebody said tankless.
Tankless water heater. Well, you got to look into that. And so I do know an instant hot water heater.
That's tankless.
That's a tankless. All right, and then also since we have him on here, not Backroads, gone boondocking, is a brilliant man who designed and developed the Hour Shower.
Yeah.
and I did an interview with him about it. And Kay, since I don't know how many here are full-time, part-time weekenders, whatever you are, most people can't waste water, which is another thing I'm going to talk about here in a moment. So Kaylee, if you could drop Gone Boondocking, I would appreciate it. Drop their link. So when he developed this tool for camping called the Hour Shower, and I believe it takes a half a gallon of water, and you, through a mechanism of filtering, you can reuse that water. And it's he's not trying to become rich off of it. As a matter of fact, you know, he saw a need, and he's somebody who has the ability through his skill and his training to develop things, to invent things. He invented it. So I think that's something that you really ought to look into. And so one of our next, it probably won't happen until I get a backup camera, but one of the things we need to buy is to get the Hour Shower. So eventually we will be getting an Hour Shower, but not right now. And so that's okay, because, by the way, it does work. And hello, Renee Deuce Rider. Thank you for coming. Glad you're here. So that's kind of, in a nutshell, everything. You know, I'm just kind of looking around, thinking about it compartmentally. You know, the cab, the cockpit, the cockpit. It drives really well for the most part. So the steering wheel, I'm used to fairly tight steering wheels, where you know, if you turn like this, it goes that way. If you turn like this, it goes that way. So this one, there's a little more play in it than I like. A little bit crazy. 84. Welcome. I'm glad you're here, and thank you for coming. And so I would like to have that looked at. It's not like it makes it dangerous. It's not that bad. I just don't care for a loose steering wheel. Loose. I prefer it more tight. And I don't know, you know, how a person tightens that up. And so that's what, so look, thinking about the cab, that's what I don't like. And the other thing I don't like, you want to,
What?
oh, never mind. That's behind a little bit.
I know. I'm reading on it. I'm reading up on it.
Backroads Nomad. Camp,
Hi, Rachel Adventures.
Camp Lux. Da, 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 da. Okay, you dropped that. Thank you so much. Backroads, really, that is something to look into if you're full-time, especially, because I'll tell you, the issue with water, so I'll go to that for a moment before I finish talking about a mental walkthrough. The issue with the water, so right now we're hooked up, and we wanted to basically be hooked up to see if all of our systems work before we ever go boondocking. And it seems like all of our systems work, but I do understand how much of water do we have? 30, 50?
I think it's I'm not sure. It's about a 30-gallon, I think.
Yeah, that's what I believe they said. 30-gallon water.
Heater.
No.
Oh. Tank.
Yeah. Freshwater tank. And so we have that. However, when we go boondocking, of course, so we have that. But I haven't.
Gone Boondocking says you can try to tighten up the screw gear on the steering gearbox.
Okay. Well, you know about something like that, and I don't.
Yeah.
You could show me. I mean, I want to learn these things too, by the way. I don't want to be completely dependent on anybody else. And so, back to the water. So I haven't been real judicious in my water usage. I have not been real judicious with it. And so on another trip, I would try to be more judicious with it. I just wanted to make sure everything worked. And it does. So that's working great. Working very good. We do have a, would you grab that? No, the, what we bought to go on the water. I'll show you what we bought, because I just want to be extra careful. So we have a Taste Pure KDF carbon RV water filter that he's
from Camco
that he's going to be putting on.
I think it's from Camco.
Well, I don't think it's Camco. That
No?
is probably Taste Pure.
Oh, it's not Camco?
Yes, it is Camco. It is Camco. It's Taste Pure by Camco. Exterior. So hold on. Here's a question. It says exterior right there. Does that, I don't mean, I'm sorry, we must sound like idiots, but does that mean this goes on the hose coming into the RV? So I'm glad I saw that. It says exterior, Richard. To me, interior is under the sink. Exterior is outside the RV.
Oh.
So let's see if anybody comes up with.
I don't think it matters if we put it under the sink or not. It's a filter.
Yeah, it is a filter, but it says.
Why would you want to put it outside? I don't know.
It says exterior. Here's a second choice.
Exterior
Okay.
is you don't put it in the sink to filter the water. So that's exterior.
So here's Roy, Richard. It says, Roy says, could be Becky. I don't know if it's Roy or Becky. Whoever it is, thank you for coming, first of all. Second of all, hooks to the water hose outside.
Really?
I'm asking that question. It sounds like that's what they're saying. It hooks outside the RV, right up to the hose. Remember I told you about, we'll talk about that later.
What, filtering this water?
No, about Robin. So one of the women I follow, okay, burning up the roads. It goes between the hose bib and the hose going into the trailer.
All right.
Right. Thank you. That's what I thought.
I thought I put it in the shower.
Hey, Becky, thank you for stopping in. I'm glad you're here. And you know what you're talking about, by the way, lady. You should talk more. Maybe you should have like a day where it's just Becky's show. Kaylee.
Is this one? Yeah. Right.
Yeah. Want to filter before it enters? No, hit the arrow. And if you want to fully refresh, just close it and reopen it. So we got that cleared up. Yes, hooks to the bib, between the bib and the, all right. Thank you guys for that. Get water jugs for drinking water and you can filter the water for drinking. Yeah. We were going to pick some up the other day and we forgot it. So that's an issue, but we're working through it. And right here, so the water coming in right now is from their well. The well water is great. And I'm not having any trouble with it. I've drank a lot of it and the well water's fine. But I understand we need to have a filter no matter what coming in here. Jill Weatherly, thank you for coming in. Glad you're here. And if you haven't got a chance to do the thumbs up, it does help our analytics and we very much appreciate it. All right, so let me think about the other areas of the RV that we might need to talk about. We have plenty of storage. We have a lot of storage and we're very, very happy for that. And 2.5 water. Bama Rush, 2.5 liter water jugs with a spigot. Okay. Nomadic Rat Pack. Lucretia, if you're going to hook up the filter that you purchased, the one we discussed, please remember to flush it out. And you're really you're really quick before you hook it up to the vehicle. Black charcoal comes out. Okay, so when you say flush it, do you just run water through it, Troy? I just got to know. Never trust tank water. You never know what's been in there. Oh, right. And this is not tank water. This is straight
well water.
Straight well water. Although my little sister right here, Priscilla, we have a list. I showed a little earlier. We have a list we're making. But yeah, like we forgot a spatula. And I made eggs and sausage yesterday for a brunchy dinner. And and I had to turn the eggs with, I brought a spoon, a big spoon.
Didn't break them either.
Didn't break them. They were great yolks.
Oh, you moved me out, huh?
Well, you did. There you go. Back in. All right. So, hello to everyone. Kenneth, if you don't, so here, I'm going to say this too while you're here. If you see somebody you do not know, please go over to their channel, look at them, give them a thumbs up, give them a try, and see if you like them. For the most part, 99 and 9/10 of the people, I've seen your videos. A couple, like one or two people, I'm unfamiliar with, but I'm going to become familiar with because that's how I do it. And so go over and check them out. And that would be great. Everybody on here that I know do wonderful videos that are content creators. So if you're a content creator, could you put a CC, please? And that way, everybody knows who's a content creator. All right, so the kitchen, everything is working great. We have a microwave today. Yeah, so I know we can't use that when we are off grid, obviously, but it's been nice a few times to use. Yep, camping therapy, good. So Chasing America, RV DJ, Bama Rush, camping therapy, Wandering Gypsy Vanner.
What did they say for CC? What did you say?
CC is people who are content creators.
Oh.
Chasing America, RV DJ, Bama Rush, camping therapy, Wandering Gypsy Vanner, Roy and Becky's Travels, Traveling Nate Dog, and Little Bit Crazy 84. And I believe you're a truck driver, aren't you? A little bit crazy? Aren't you? Delivery driver, something along those lines. Could be somebody else. So if you're a content creator, could you put a big N? Just put in big N, a capital N in there. And Fordman, oh, Kenneth does some really cute videos, especially about food, trying different food items. So it's really fun to watch Kenneth. All right, let's keep going down here. Our Fatima Jaffrey, great job on eggs. Celebrate the success. That's right. I know you're happy to be doing this this close to home. Sounds like the trip is a win. Yes, finding out important things you need to know. Yes, like how to use the RV. All right, so I've watched, and Richard has watched a ton of RV stuff. I mean, I can't even tell you how many people I've got. The people I subscribe to,
What's the N for?
N is non-content creators. Those are people who are supportive. And by the way, they are really the backbone of channels because they have nothing. They have no reason to be here. We're not going to go back and give them a boost by watching their content. And they're here because they want to be here. And I really deeply thank you for that. I appreciate all of you. And I really especially appreciate the non-content creators differently. Because you just don't have to be here. All right, Nomadic Razzie, Roy and Becky's Travels. After the story we just heard, never drink water from a used or fresh RV tank. Did I miss a story? It's going to scare me, isn't it, Becky? Oh, my God. Is Richard driving? No, not yet. He is not driving yet. Soon, but not yet. Lucretia and Richard, I love the picture behind you of the RV. I know.
We're going to change it, though.
We're going to change that. I told Richard.
It's not an RV, it's a boat.
He knows. He's making a point.
Oh.
It's not an RV.
We're going to put one of my pictures up there.
And we're not boaters, by the way, Richard. I wish we were. All right, and here's, I'm just going to.
I'm a voter.
Boater.
Oh.
Got to get some work done. All right, Scylla. Thank you for coming by. Why don't you nudge our sister Nancy? Tell her for me. I did, but RV DJ is a content creator. Not non-content, but love all the good. Oh, thank you, Cynthia. We, people on here are loved doing videos. I don't get to see enough of them these days. I hear you. I hear you, Dale. Earlier. Land Cloud Adventures. Beautiful puppies. If you don't know who Land Cloud Adventures are, go watch the dogs. They're just as beautiful. Beautiful doggies. Jill Weatherly. Thank you so much. That's deeply appreciated. Deeply appreciated. Nash. Yes, we do have a reason to be here. Friendship. Thank you. That is it. So I always knew when I started doing this, I was sure I've had goals in mind, but for me, it's about building relationships with people the best that we can through this medium. But I'm all about relationships. Otherwise, people will go eventually. Make the short 3-inch length of hose to hook to the water supply spigot. Hook hose to inlet of water filter. Hook filter. Okay. Thank you. That's very detailed. Backroads. That's, you don't want questionable water in your house. No, you're right. And we're so used to just turning on a spigot or
like this.
We're so used to turning on a faucet, turning on a light. Unlimited amount of water. Rideshare Warrior. Future CC. Cool. Rick, it was a famous person. Rick, I see his face. I'll come up with it, Rick. Rideshare Road Warrior Rick. I recommend Robin's Creek. Yes! We did that. Richard did that. Kaylee, he did it.
What?
The sanitation of the tank, like Robin does it. Robin Creativity RV has got great content videos as well about how to do things, and I love it that she's a woman on her own. Arthur in Oregon, welcome. Glad you're here. Thank you so much for coming. He's just down the road about 20 miles from us. A camper by us had a water hookup. Side of the spigot was broke. Saw another one just above it and filled his tank up. The third spigot used for black water to water the sites. Oh my gosh. So there apparently was 3 spigots. I'm reading this correctly. A camper by us had water hookup, but his side of the site spigot was broke. Saw another one just above his and filled up his tank. The third spigot used for black water to water the sites. Why would they water the sites with black water? I don't, or it was just for black water hookup. I don't know. 3 foot length. Backroads says 3 foot length.
For what?
For what, Backroads? I agree also. Rick Nelson. Yes. Ricky Nelson. Burn up the rose. The hose that Richard held up. The hose is the hose that goes between the hose bib and the filter.
Right.
Okay. Becky, 3 spigots in that side. Yes. Wow. That's a scary thing. That's a scary thing, Kaylee, to rinse your black tank. From water supply spigot to filter. Okay. Free fertilizer. Oh, God. Oh, my God. Oh, my. That amazes me that there isn't some, what do you call it? Some sign, you know, do not use or something. All right, so let's see. We're getting towards 2, and
change the filter every season. Yes, I would agree.
Yeah.
Thanks, Jim Foster.
Linda Barker. Hey there. How are you? Glad you're here. And by the way, Happy New Year to everybody. I'm so happy that we're out of 2000, whatever it was, it's gone. And we're now in 2021. That was the worst year I've ever known, I think. Or one, if for different reasons, but the worst year I've ever known. Should be marked, absolutely. That should be like a county issue that they have to mark things like that or make sure. They certainly make sure people come and go at the right rate of time. They could at least mark their poop spigots. So today, what's on the agenda is driving into town, which is only about a mile away. Got to do a couple things. I don't remember what they are. And it's also in order to test out the brakes. We have 3 things of brake fluid now, in case anything were to happen. And then tomorrow we will go to Les Schwab and we will have them check our brakes, and then we'll go from there. Because I'm hoping next weekend we could leave so I'm going to leave with this because we do have to leave here at 2 o'clock or around 2 in order to be back here before dark. So I only have like 2 hours that I can be away. So anyways, go today and take care of whatever it is we're going to do. And then secondly, I see somebody new, I think.
It says, we win.
Madcat 61207. Madcat 61207. Welcome, Madcat 61207. I do not know you yet, so I'll come and visit your house and see who you are.
I got a water hose that's blue.
Oh, bought a brand new water hose.
It's longer. It's 35 foot, and it is made for water.
It's a potable hose.
RV. I bought it in an RV section. It said RV hose for water in an RV.
Okay, so Jim is asking a question, but are you using a tasteless hose? It's almost always white. This is a blue. It says potable. RV potable hose.
It's for water in an RV, to bring water into an RV.
Yeah.
And it is 35 feet rather than 10. It's kinkless. It was an expensive one, but I bought it anyway.
Roy and Becky. So you never know what was put in that fresh water tank. So we have water jugs and drink and cook out of. Right. Richard did clean it. That is one of the things he did. But again, it's an old tank. I don't know when if it was ever replaced or if it's original. We certainly haven't had it replaced. So while Richard did clean it, it's still an old tank, and we understand that we should not drink from that. The first night, unfortunately, I did. We did not see again. We did not know. We didn't know what we didn't know. And now we do. And I haven't been sick from it. And I had drank a lot that night. I was super, super thirsty. Apparently it's one of the worst times I could have been thirsty. But we are that's why we made sure we had the filter on there.
No, she did that when I had the water coming through a siphon hose to the RV from the creek.
Back for people in the past. Microns capture heavy metals, etc. And second, 1 micron for taste and bacteria, protozoa, and viruses. That sounds like the system everybody should have, really. Thank you, Jim. Thank you. And we, Nash, let's see what Nash has to say. I do like one of my best friends, brother, was killed by a drunk driver. I'm not as close to my other siblings. We do keep in touch. I'm so sorry, Nash. That's a horrible thing. I've lost sisters. I have lost 2 sisters, but I've still got, there are still 4 of us left, 4 sisters left. Let's see. Anything else? Okay, so, I've got a video I am working on. It's for the RV. Oh, and Richard did get some firewood. So tonight, I don't know who's going live tonight. And I know there's probably lots of people doing lives tonight. Let's see. This is a new name to me. Where'd she go?
In your food safe liner.
Rosemary Ingelk. Hi from San Antonio. Ingelk.
Gone boondocking.
I think it is.
Gone boondocking. RV Water Hose has an inner food safe liner. So I did good in buying the hose, huh?
I felt like so. Hello, Bob and Tam's Excellent Ventures. I always love your videos. I'm not into motorcycles. I'm terrified of motorcycles. Richard used to ride,
Yes.
and I would never, ever. There's nobody I trust with my life. No human. I trust my husband, but I'll tell you, there's certain things I was. Okay, so the issue is that I long ago, long before Richard, I had a boyfriend that I was on a motorcycle with. I was on the back, and we were on a dirt trail, and he leaned over to the left. I so distinctly remember this. He leaned to the left really far, and I instinctively leaned to the right. And y'all know what happened from there. And he was not happy with me. He never warned me. Well, that's really cool. RV Underway Raid. Thank you. Going Green Mom. Thank you, Megan. Glad you're here. Shanna Craft. Rosemary Ingelk. I hope that I'm pronouncing that last name correctly, and I have a feeling I'm not. Gone boondocking. Okay.
Hello to everybody who's come over here.
We're very grateful for that.
Shannon Banana.
How dare someone call me in the middle of a conversation with you guys? And we've got Justin and Christina's RV Van Life with little sweet Michael. Okay. All right. Well, Bama Rush still here. Back rows. All right. So I don't use plastic anything. I used to have plastic Nalgene bottles until I learned how bad plastics they are. Leach chemicals are for body. I know only use glass containers and stainless and copper. Thank you. You're right. You're right. And 41 in the house. I'm telling you, I believe this is our highest count ever. So thank you. And if you've never been here before, give us a like if you want to. And if you're not subscribed, fix that. We do a lot of fun stuff. I think I'm biased, and I enjoy everybody that comes through this door into our life. Just quickly, this area here is a boondoggie.
Boondocking.
No. Dune buggy.
Dune boogie.
It's a dune buggy place.
A dune booger.
Richard.
Boogity doogity doo. Who could that do to you?
Sylvia Mayer, and I don't know Sylvia. Hey Sylvia, are you a content creator or non-content creator? I always like knowing that. All right, so more thumbs up, please. Thank you, Kaylee. I appreciate you so much, and I appreciate all my moderators. So, before we leave here, if you're when I set up a van for
Sylvia's
water,
non-content.
Okay. Thank you, Sylvia. For water, flexible copper for water lines. Copper has health benefits and is neutrally antibacterial and antimicrobial. Would you like to come and stay with us for about 2 weeks and teach us everything we need to know between you and Nomadic Rat Pack? We might have a chance at this life and not ending up in a hospital somewhere.
One boondocking said, hee.
Oh, goodness. So plans for the future. So our plans for the future are going to Quartzsite. We have a interview with Bob Wells. coming up on, I believe it's the 23rd.
Wow.
And he's going to interview us and do a tour of our rig, and it's going to be one of his videos. And so there's no way on this earth I'm missing that. It's not going to happen. The genesis of our relationship with YouTube began with him. He is the very first person we saw. He's the very first person I saw his, I'm going to call it theology of van life, in his case, van life, nomad van life. And I was hooked, lined, and sinkered in that moment. Hook, line, and sinkered. And I love him. I think he proposes it in a brilliant way. He knows how to connect with people. I think he's you know, there's different philosophies about Bob, and I understand that, and that's all right. But if it weren't for him, I don't know how I would have found the rest of you, because I found him, and then I found Box Van D, and then I found Blue Wave Bob, Blue Wave Odyssey, Daydream About Nice Things. That's it. And then I found everybody else. So Patty Woods, that's a friend of mine from home that I know very well,
Hi, Patty.
who I love and I miss. We don't get to see each other right now because of the sea. All right. So I can't even believe I'm saying this since there's 41 people here, but I suppose, so what I'm going to do is I'm here and we have to go. And so RV Underway, thank you for the raid. I appreciate it. Richard appreciates it. We
very much.
We do appreciate. And actually next Sunday, I'm going to do mine at 2 o'clock because I don't want to interfere. I didn't mean to do that. Other than we have to leave this campground to go into town, and I don't want to come back at night and have to back in the dark again. Really, I'm not up for it. I didn't even get to talk about the what are they called? The wheel thingies that you pull up on?
Leveling blocks.
Leveling blocks. We aren't level in the back a little bit. It's not bad. We're just sleeping downhill just a hair, and we're up on blocks. So that's going to take some learning, by the way. So thank you guys for coming. If we're able to have a campfire tonight, a real campfire, we're gonna I'm gonna
have a good day, Gone Boondocking.
Yeah, I'm gonna go live for the campfire, but I understand most of you are probably going to be at other people's live streams. But hey, Victoria, if you guys so want to come back when we have our campfire, if we do, because if it's raining like it's been raining, oh, and go listen to my I did it last night. I did an audio recording of the storm here on the coast, because by the way, it's pitch black out here at night, pitch black. And I opened the door, and the wind was like a monster. And at 2 o'clock in the morning, or about 3, I woke up to go to the bathroom, and it was dead calm. There was no more storm. I mean, it was a massive storm last night, and I love it. That's why I'm here. Actually, my little sister kept updating me on the storm, and I'm like, and she once said, "Are you coming home?" And I said, "Coming home? I'm here because of the storm, Priscilla. I'm here because I like storms. I'm not afraid of storms." Although, let me tell you one last thing. The big giant trees here are a little scary in a storm like that. It's just fact. All right.
That level app really will help a lot. Whoever
did.
recommended that, we'll use it again, definitely.
Yes, yes. Last night, trying to think of who off the top of my head recommended the leveling app, since he forgot the level.
Was it a Victoria?
No, it wasn't Victoria. Nope.
Something.
All right. I love you guys.
I can't remember who it was.
We appreciate you. And maybe if we have a campfire, I will go live for the campfire.
So we'll see you later.
We will see you later. Have a great day. And if we don't, we will not probably have a live. We may have a live stream tomorrow, but as you know, we may not, because we're going to be at Les Schwab seeing if we. All right. Thank you so much. Have a great day. Stay safe, stay healthy,
state
and
your name,
be happy.
please.